Oh, hey there. Welcome to the Close Friends List podcast. We're so excited to have you here. You've been added to our close friends list. Before we jump into this episode and start yapping and gabbing, wanted to stop by and let you know that you can find us on social media at Close Friends List Pod. You can find us on TikTok, Twitter, Insta, Spotify, YouTube, and anywhere else with podcast platforms. We're so excited to see you online and hope to be added to your close friends list. Let's get into this episode.
Welcome back to the Close Friends List Pod, everyone. We are your girls back in action. Katie is back from her world travels, and we're excited to be all three together. The trio is back.
The triple dipper.
If you were
Yeah,
a triple dipper,
honestly,
what would you be?
Which item would you be?
Oh,
oh,
think I'd
so
be
funny.
letters. Anyway,
I would totally be the
Honestly,
mhm.
I feel like I'd be some wings or something.
See, and that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
we
yeah.
work.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
we work well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was our question of the week. Everyone put in the comments what you would be if you'd be a triple dipper. So, Katie, how was Japan? Tell us everything.
I knew this question was coming, and it's
Yes.
like, what do you even say? You know what I mean? Like, it was a good time, obviously.
Yeah.
I was ready to be back in America. Like, that sounds crazy because who?
It's America right
Couldn't
now.
be
yeah,
me, but
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Exactly. But I think a lot of it is like, my friends are here, my family's
They're
here.
right.
Like, my routine is here.
You were like,
waking up-
just Scott, no thanks. No.
It's amazing. I was
Just
thinking,
kidding.
like, there are people like who would be on a 2-week trip with their spouse and like be fighting the whole time. And
Yeah.
thank God that is not
Yeah.
that is not
Gosh,
my
yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
because that would be the worst. But let's see, what did we do? I mean, we went everywhere. So I will say the biggest shout out to Scott's Tita Linda. She basically planned this whole trip for us.
Slay.
She has lived there for like the last 40 years. So she
40?
yeah.
I love that.
So she's fluent in Japanese, and she was like, give me what you guys want to do and the dates that you're here. And she literally met us at the airport with a 30-page itinerary. She
30
printed
pages
out.
insane.
It was in a binder.
Stop.
And she had
Wow.
everything. She had like it all listed out of like, we said we wanted to go to like the Toyota Museum or whatever. So she's like, on this day, you're going there. And then each subsequent page was like screenshots of how to get there via public transportation. Like,
Incredible.
yeah. And before we left, we'd sent her some money so she could buy our train tickets.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we met her at the airport. She gives us this binder and she's like, here's all your train tickets. They are paper clipped together with the dates and like your starting location, your ending location.
That is so sweet. Oh my God, I'm crying.
Quite literally, it was like really a lifesaver because I
That's
think
amazing.
we were talking to other people who've been and they were like, you're doing way more than I did because like it's a lot to do. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
we definitely shot for the moon, but we hit everything. So we flew into Tokyo and then that same day took the bullet train all the way to Kyoto and then worked our way back to Tokyo and then left from
Oh,
there.
the bullet train. I'm so jealous.
See, and we're gonna get to that today because that's on my list of like things that we're talking about. But it was amazing. Saw a lot of fun stuff. I bought way too much stuff. Okay,
That's
like
Yeah.
okay.
we bought a whole separate suitcase to bring
You
back.
We're on
Well,
vacation.
yeah. Exactly.
That's what, and the dollar is pretty strong there. But I mean,
Now.
by the time we left, it literally went down while we were there. But
Yeah.
it was still favorable.
Yeah.
Bought a lot, had a good time. I came back heavier, but I wish that I ate more. But like I wish I was
Oh.
hungrier as well because like the reason I came back bigger is because Scott was like, I'm hungry, and I was like, I'm not. But then we would eat anyway
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
When in Rome.
Exactly. Well, and the problem is like I think a lot of it, like I was not necessarily jet lagged from sleep. Like I was pushing through. I mean, I'm here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked
Got back.
today.
You work?
That's
girl. I
insane.
made it to my house at 3 a.m. and I was clocked in at 8. Actually, I was clocked in at 6. Like,
That's insane.
I could never.
the reason I logged in early is because I forgot my password. So I was like, I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Damn.
So I literally
That's funny.
drive to the office to get that fixed. Anyway,
Oh.
no, it was triggering. But Anyway, so it wasn't a sleep situation, but I think the food situation, like my body knew it was like 2 a.m. US and was like, you're not hungry, bitch. And I was like, you don't understand.
I
Like,
have to eat
yeah,
this. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
hungry now. So had some good food. Honestly, it was pretty much all ramen.
Damn.
All ramen. We were at the
Oh.
airport because his tita rode with us back to the airport to like see us off. And she,
Precious.
have you guys had sushi yet? And we were like, no. So we had sushi at the airport. It was amazing. But I was like, girl, we've been eating ramen, tonkatsu,
Oh
katsu,
my
like
gosh.
everything.
That's why you're
I know, quite
noodles.
literally. But I was
Right.
walking 8 miles a day.
That's crazy.
Right, yeah.
So I thought it was gonna balance out.
Yeah.
Little did I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
it was not.
Clownery here. Yeah.
But you know, we're going into recession, so I'll be skinny soon anyway.
There we go.
And I had a good time.
Well, what gets me is you did not post enough for me
So
at all.
we'll talk about that today
Okay.
too.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I was waiting for the updates and it's like
See,
one story a day.
And I was getting
Barely.
Barely. Yeah.
and listen to this. You say I posted too little once a day. Scott's like, you've never posted this much on Instagram.
Well, it's because
I was thinking, like, are people getting annoyed by
No.
this? So I was
first of all, half the time was you like reposting Scott's post that he
so it
tagged
wasn't
you
like
in.
an actual post.
Yeah. And I
have
was
more
like,
photos. We'll do a slideshow one day,
Okay.
maybe.
Thank you.
perfect.
I have tons of photos. I just was
Yeah.
am I being annoying? Because like it's 2 weeks too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I know sometimes I click on people's story and I'm like, God, like they're still. You know what I mean?
You're like, you're still out. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, by the end of the 2 weeks, I was like, I wish I could. And one of the things, so we went to the Capybara Cafe,
Oh
and I
my
think I did repost that, but I felt very conflicted because I was like, this is a problem for no reason. I have like no followers first. So like, why am I even worried about it? But I was like, are people gonna think like these poor capybaras, they are not in their home environment. Like,
Yeah.
are they being treated well? I don't know the logistics of like they're swimming animals.
You're
I
thinking
cannot see a
too-
pool at the cafe. So like, do they get? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm gonna post,
Yeah.
and people are gonna be like, they don't treat the capybaras right there, and whatever. So
It's not like SeaWorld.
maybe. But so I was like very confused.
Maybe.
When Scott posted it, I was just like, I'll just repost this. But also, it was not. We went there for him. Like that's his favorite.
Oh,
animal.
for sure.
I was like, I'll go, and it was fun.
Yeah.
I'll go. What else?
Yeah. Okay. I'll tag along. Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about the Capybara Cafe, and I'm going to mention this because I know at least one of our listeners wants to go, because she told me. But
Yeah.
we literally, you have to book a reservation in advance, like most things. And Scott was checking for months because he's like, I need this reservation. Like, I need to be able to go.
Yeah.
So they only do bookings 2 weeks out, and
Yeah.
there is they do it at midnight. Like the next day pulls up. Within 5 minutes, it's sold out for that
Yeah.
day. 2
It's
weeks
a
out.
popular place. Yeah.
Yeah. So Scott had me and him. He was on his computer. I was on his laptop. And he's like, at 11 o'clock, because like 13-hour time difference, at 11 a.m., we are both going on this website and we're going to get it.
Ticketmaster.
And, yeah. By 11:02, we had our reservations. And by 11:03, they were all gone. So,
Play.
yeah. Literally,
Yeah, you beat.
Ticketmaster.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
It's amazing.
It was definitely an experience. One of my favorite things that we did was Universal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So jealous.
I could have been there the whole time we were there.
Ugh.
I bought so much stuff. I met a minion.
Yeah.
I met Snoopy.
Ugh.
What else? We got to go to Super Nintendo World,
I'm
which was
so
the
jealous.
thing with that is it's a timed entry ticket, and
Oh.
so the only way you can get one is if you buy an express pass that includes it, which is $250 because we looked and I was like, I'm not doing that. Or when you get to the park and they scan your ticket, you can see if there's any standby tickets. So it's luck of the draw,
Oh my
basically.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
And I'm thinking like, there's no way we're going because I'm on TikTok and everybody's like, expect a 2-hour wait for every single ride. There are no standby tickets. Like you basically need an express pass. But we ended up the first day we got there, we went in not expecting anything because we just dropped off our stuff at the hotel. We were like, we'll come back at 3 for our bags. Like we're not spending the day at the park. Like we're definitely not getting Nintendo tickets. The park's been open for an hour.
Yeah.
We get there and they're like, there's 2 tickets available at 7 p.m. So now we're stuck in the park till 7 p.m. Not prepared
Damn.
at all, nothing. But it was just It was beautiful. And then we went
Mhm.
the next day because we did the 2-day pass because his aunt was like, you're not going to see everything. And we didn't. And there were tickets again. And we were like,
Damn.
this is so lucky.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
Wow.
yeah. Scott's favorite story is that I cut children in line to meet the minion.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
First of all, look at me. I'm American.
Yeah.
We know you know this.
That's-
Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna meet the fucking minion.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
You did nothing wrong.
I don't think
Got them kids, like, there we go.
I have my photo, and
FDK all the way.
I'm sure they got their photos. There's
Yeah.
5 minions.
Yeah.
There's more. They're
Come on.
fine.
It's fine. They're fine.
It's fine. Yeah. Anytime I did anything questionable, I'm like, they literally, we would walk in somewhere, and they're like, the English menu's over there. I'm like. I have my phone. I can translate the menu. I don't need one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
But-
damn!
And
I would
Scott
cry
used
if that
enough
happened to me.
Japanese that people were like, "Do you speak Japanese?"
Really?
He learned it a week before we left.
You're joking.
And-
I love that.
We roll up places, and he's asking them, I don't know, like, we're here to check in. Do you need our passports? And they're like, "You speak Japanese?" And he's like, "No."
No, but I know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
damn.
I
so-
love that.
Wasn't for me. Maybe we wouldn't need the English menu. I don't know.
Damn.
But it was definitely a good time. Ready to be home, see my dog. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll send you guys, or we'll do some pics some other
Yeah,
time.
we need the dog.
Yeah.
I know. It's
You
just
could throw up some pics in this episode if you wanted.
just randomly,
Just
as we're talking
throughout.
about things.
Just boo, boo. I mean, why not?
Throughout.
Man. But
Oh.
yeah, that's that. I don't know.
Damn.
I
Just
love.
busy. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
I think I showed Scott when the picture when you guys were at Nintendo World,
Mm.
or I saw the picture and then I looked it up.
Yeah.
Either way, I showed him Nintendo World, and they just opened it in Florida.
Yes. No. We're gonna talk about that today too.
Okay,
Girl,
good.
everything on my list. Is
Okay,
like-
okay, because yeah, we're already planning to take the kids there.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like the cafe, all the food is themed and
Yeah.
it's beautiful and it was amazing. And then
Yeah.
one of the rides, I've been seeing mixed reviews about it, but it's a Mario Kart ride and it's
Mm.
literally VR, but you're in a cart and you drive the cart and you have to like shoot.
Oh, that's what they have in California. That's what I've been like when I go to Nintendo World here at Universal,
Okay,
like
yeah.
they have that ride. That's like the one ride they
Yeah.
have, and it's
Oh.
like it's fun. And
Yeah,
it's just
it's
like
definitely-
you're looking, shooting, you have these
Yeah.
glasses and a hat
Because I
on.
was worried when it was VR. I'm like, that's gonna be,
Yeah,
you
not-
know,
yeah.
yeah. But then it ended up being way better than I expected. So
Mhm.
like the kids,
Oh,
well, and
man.
they're young enough too that like even like there's a Yoshi ride that takes you just around the bend and you can
That's
like,
adorable.
Yeah.
but the kids would love it.
love
I'm
that.
Yeah.
sure. So
I love
It's
that.
probably gonna be an end of the year kind of thing, but
you're not going unless you want to wait in line for 4 hours. You should wait
Yeah.
next year probably.
oh, probably, yeah.
Like, unfortunately,
It's not gonna.
because I would love for you guys to go and I would love to go.
Yeah.
I'm like I wish I'm going, but
Eventually,
not anytime
well,
soon.
they just opened in
May
Florida.
22nd.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't think this year's, like in the cards, it's
Unfortunately.
going to be too busy. But next year,
yeah,
could definitely see that happening.
yeah, because I think they would love it, but yeah,
I would love it.
They just did the influencer weekend, and I was
I
like,
know.
please,
Mhm. Yeah.
it doesn't open for another month, and I just
Gosh,
know.
yeah, I was scrolling. Yeah.
It's been my
Man.
whole feed, but
Damn.
yeah,
Well, that's so fun. I'm so glad you're back.
me too.
It's been a time
Yeah.
without you,
Yeah,
good and bad. I mean,
I mean-
Aaron and I had a blast.
yeah.
What was the bad? I was
The bad was all the news.
She's like,
that's happening.
The bad was
true,
the
true.
time difference personally
Well.
for me because
Oh.
I would text Katie something about hockey and like
Please.
not get a response until the next day.
No, and it would piss me off because like I'm on the NHL app and it's like the game's gonna be at 2 a.m. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, so when you texted about Ovechkin, I knew that it was gonna be that game.
Yeah.
Because I went to
Of
bed
course.
knowing that, but it's like I can't
Yeah.
stay up until
No.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, my Fire Stick wasn't working, so I couldn't even watch it.
You know,
Ah,
yeah.
I was literally
not your fire stick.
This is my
Yes.
gripe that the Washington Capitals are so greedy. The way that you cannot watch any of their games without paying.
Mm.
never paid.
Well, but
Yeah,
no,
but I wasn't.
like
Yeah,
as an average consumer without a fire
yeah,
stick.
without a jailbroken Fire
Yeah.
Stick.
And that's why you're living in the world you're in now with a broken one.
Thank
like,
you. Well, I got another one.
Okay.
So
So
I'm-
you're back.
I'm
So you're
I'm back in business for now.
Okay.
Until that one
But-
also gets shut down by the government. But yeah,
But yeah, like I would love to watch the game, but
yeah.
y'all got nowhere for me to watch. You want me to log in
Exactly.
with my TV provider? I don't know.
Don't have
I
that.
really
Yeah.
don't have that. And
Yeah.
I'm not paying for it.
No.
So Dallas,
Absolutely
baby, it's
not.
free.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Damn.
I mean, you
There
do
we
need it
go.
again, but those are free. You know?
Exactly.
So, anyway.
It's that time of the year
Month.
again. Year, month, week. I don't know. It's complain o'clock. So we
Yes.
are haters to the core and also complainers to the core. So
Mm-hmm.
we are just going to complain this episode on a lot of things that bug us, that have bugged us in the previous like week, 2 weeks, day. Like, who knows? Just whatever's on our heart to complain
What's on your hearts? Yeah.
And unfortunately, the list is never ending.
Exactly.
honestly, like it's always like there's something. I'm gonna start us off and complain about Gen Z because
Mm.
I need to. And my complaint is Gen Z and their ability to think that like they discovered literally everything. And I just stay on TikTok and like on socials being like, oh my gosh, look at this cute Chelsea Park hair clip, like updo. And I was like, that's a half up, half down with a poof. Like Snooki poofed so you could poof. Like, what are we talking about? So it's just like,
You know, you're right for that because
Yeah.
I've been seeing people talk a lot this week about leggings and how
Mhm.
Gen Z is taking them for granted. Because remember when we were growing up
yes,
and you could not wear leggings
As
because
pants.
it was
seen as an
illegal
issue.
in
Exactly.
school.
Yes,
It was
you
an
had
ick.
to wear a dress or you had to wear like a skirt over it or something.
Yeah,
Millennials really paved that road of
Yeah,
like these
they
are
really
going to be
did.
pants.
Yeah.
Like these are going to be pants. And now they are and nobody bats an eye.
exactly.
Like y'all did not go
Exactly.
through
They didn't
what we went
exactly.
through.
You didn't go through the trenches to get, you
Mhm.
know, my thing
Yeah.
with Gen Z is for music, where like every song is sampled now, and you try to tell them like this OG song is
Yeah.
like this, and they're like, no, or they're like they don't
They're like, oh,
appreciate.
didn't blah blah write that? I'm like,
You're like,
no.
excuse me? Like my nephew like was playing
Oh
a song
gosh.
like, oh, that's Boys to Men or whatever. And
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
like, who? And I'm like, young blood.
What do you mean
voice it
who?
up. Like
I'm surprised that's the part because like I have this issue with like all music is currently being written to be on TikTok. So it's like
Yes.
there's one
Yeah.
moment of the song that is good and then the rest of the song is trash.
Oh, trash,
Like,
yeah.
I'm surprised that you
Mm.
went the sampling route.
the
Although I do
sampling.
agree with
they
that.
never
'cause,
know that
yeah.
like the OG
It's all both. Like it's
Oh
like
yeah, that's true.
the TikTok songs and then the sampling, and you're just like, ugh.
Like I love a TikTok song. Don't
Same.
get me wrong.
Right.
but going
yeah.
off of TikTok to listen to the full song and finding out that it sucked
Please.
is like
You're like, wow.
just listen to this 30-second bit like
over and over.
Sure.
Just watch it on TikTok, I guess.
Yeah.
What song? There was a song I was like listening to, and I was like, oh, I know this song. And then I was waiting for the like bit that we all know. And it was like a minute and 20 seconds in. And I was like, and then it was 3 seconds. And then it went back to like the
That's it.
verse of like, I don't know this. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Like, turn that off. Moving on.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah,
It
TikTok
really-
has ruined a lot of things, I think, in
really
that
has.
aspect of like creativity,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
appreciating the original,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the people
It's
that
also like just depleted our like attention span. So
Oh,
we're
yeah.
like, if it's not the 20 seconds, like I'm like
you want to
skip
listen
through
to a
like
2-minute song? No. Too
I'm
long.
like, I can't 2x this, can't 3x. What are we talking about?
oh my
Ugh,
gosh.
I love a 2X.
That's
I
so
do too. Everything I watch, even if it's like 30 seconds, I'm like
And you know,
2x. Like
That's the problem with Instagram Reels is they do not do
No.
2X. So it's like
no.
I would be open to the idea as
Mhm.
crazy as that place is.
Yeah, it's
If I could
long.
at least do a 2X, but I can't.
Yeah.
No.
I can't even
At
pause
least-
the video; it just mutes it.
You
like,
pause. You can
yeah.
pause now,
okay, well,
which is.
Oh.
But now I'm mad
Like,
because I'm
that's
used
it.
to muting it. So
Yeah,
like when I
right,
tap
right,
it,
right,
it
right.
paused, and I'm like, wait, hold on.
yeah,
No, I just don't want the sound. Like I.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oof.
At least like YouTube now you can, or like YouTube you can like pick and like you have to like but change the speed, but you're like
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah. I like that YouTube does that. I wish more
Mhm.
streaming services would do that. Netflix will let you speed something up
Yeah.
to 1.25. Please, everybody else, I'm begging. I'm
Yeah.
begging because there are some movies that I could not get through, like Hitman.
What was that movie that we watched? That we watched on
the Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie, or was it
Yeah.
we literally watched it on 1.25 before the hockey game.
Oh my
I wouldn't have made
gosh.
it through otherwise.
Quick. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
It
they
was
need
like
to
because we
train
were watching with a friend and sped
Mm.
up. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that needed to
faster.
be quick.
I'm surprised Prime hasn't done it because I feel like
Mhm.
they really are tapping into a market there,
Mhm.
like a good
Mhm.
one. And
Mm-hmm.
we'll see, maybe one day. But Hulu
Yeah.
will never do it. Hulu will
Dang.
never. Disney Plus neither. They
Oh,
need
no.
they need their screen time hours
They do.
up.
They need
Yeah.
those KPIs, those
Mhm.
statistics for
For
sure.
sure.
Speaking of Disney Plus, I would like to complain about streaming services. We're going to continue this.
Yeah.
I am tired of having to go to one streaming service for one thing, go to the other one for another. Like,
Mhm.
I'm tired of it. I hate that
Mhm.
I can't go to one singular spot.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's all the content that I want right there. And on top of that, Netflix is like, this is not your household. And it's like, I have to text my sister to ask her to
Yeah.
get the code. And then that's annoying. Or like, if I find something and it's not on any of the services that I have, Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well,
I'm
and
not
then-
getting Paramount Plus. I'm not getting
Yeah.
Peacock. Like,
Yeah.
what are we
I
doing?
mean, I love Peacock, but that's
I do too, but
Um,
we move it.
but I will say, like, the other problem with that is that things don't stay on those streaming services. So
Mhm.
this month, Twilight's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Next month,
Yeah.
Twilight's on Prime.
Exactly.
The month after that, it's on Netflix.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Yeah.
how am I meant to? I mean, I own them, so we're past that. But like as an example,
Yes.
like any movie, it's like that, and you're
It's
like,
bad.
can we just?
Yeah.
I know you guys have contracts with these people,
But
but can we just
stay.
keep one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Even for 6
Yeah.
months, and then
Yeah.
your contract's up.
Then
But like
be
month
yeah.
to month, literally.
Mhm.
This
So-
comes up for me because you guys know my nephew's on all my
yeah.
platforms.
Of course.
And he
I'm still
texted
paying
me.
for Max because
Oh no, I
Okay,
canceled
okay.
that real quick. I need
Yeah.
to check again though, because he likes to just click
that's what I'm
stuff.
saying.
Right.
But he texted me and he was like, "Hey, auntie, I really want to watch my." Well, first of all, he said my mom wants me to watch this movie. And I'm like,
Okay.
first of all, it's straight out of Compton, and I'm like,
Okay.
okay, but I'm like, okay, the movie came out like 10 years ago. Like, it's got to be on Tubi or something.
Yeah.
no,
Oh, I love Tubi.
This
I love Tubi.
Straight Outta Compton is not on any platform for free.
It's like on YouTube for $4.99.
Yes.
Probably.
So he
Yeah.
was asking
Yeah.
me if he could charge it to my card to watch it. And I'm like, it's got to be somewhere for free. No.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Like,
Mhm.
why is this not anywhere for free? Why am I have to pay
Mhm.
$4 for a movie that's 10 years old?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, I ended up saying yes because it's like, sure, the
Yeah.
culture, but like,
You're like,
come on. Like,
yeah.
that spirited off. And I'm like, okay, this is annoying. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just mad now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Ninja Turtles,
Oh.
I've watched that movie
Well-
so many times, and then they like took it, like you have to
Yeah.
rent it now, and
You
I'm
know,
like,
funny because when you were talking it up, I looked into it because I was like, Adia's been talking it up that
Yes.
it's like actually kind of good. And I looked
Mhm.
up, it was like on some random service. I'm like, does Adia have this or like what's it? Anyway? But
yeah, it's just
yeah.
like I just watched this a month ago. Why is this?
Yeah.
Right.
I have to rent it now. Like, what the hell is going on? Or like the B movies that you have to buy. I'm like, you guys know damn well
Mhm.
this needs to be on Tubi. This is a Tubi movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not paying that.
The thing is like I do feel so strongly that Tubi is everything because
Yes.
their stuff changes so frequently that there is always something on there that
Tubi's
you
for
want to
the
watch.
people.
It
Tubi is for the
It
people.
is.
Mhm.
It is, and there is always something on there I want to watch because they get the good stuff too. Like they've had Twilight, they've had Tenet, they've had tons of things, and I'm like, look,
It's the ones you forget about that you're like, oh yeah, like I totally do want to watch that. Like I wouldn't look it up, but like knowing that it's on Tubi makes me like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's somewhere.
exactly.
But yeah, I'm just tired of it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I would like to add to the streaming service complaining that when it says like if you're like, oh, where to watch, I was looking at where to watch the Buccaneers and it was like Prime Video, so I clicked it and then it was like with an Amazon add-on and I was like, or with a Apple add-on. I was like, what are we talking about? You said it's
Yes.
on Prime for
You
free.
said- Yeah.
Yeah, I will say because that definitely grinds my gears. Like I love, I mean, as wrong as it sounds, Prime has some good stuff going for it.
I
do.
love Prime
They
Video.
will put the money in. Yeah,
They
they
do.
will put the money
Production
in to
value.
make something good, and
Yeah.
I appreciate that because when I
Yeah.
hear something's being adapted on Prime, I know I'm gonna
It's
have a
gonna
good
be
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely have an issue, and they and YouTube are the two biggest proponents of you
Yeah.
Googling it and it's saying it's on YouTube or on Prime, and then you click and it's like, you actually have to just subscribe. And you're like,
Here's this add-on.
like, when were you going to tell me that? Or, well, you
Yeah.
did tell me, but
While
it was
you were
after
taking
I
my card
clicked on
number.
it. Yeah,
Mhm,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to know that upfront, because I
Yeah.
thought it was free, and then
I'm like, exactly. Just don't put it on Prime or don't put it on like whatever. Don't
or
say it's
stay
on there.
Prime for $3.99 or
That too. Yeah.
subscription or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
So
Agreed.
mm.
Agreed.
Do I have anything related to that? No.
It's okay. We can switch gears.
Well, the first thing on my list that I want to complain about, and this is a little personal, but it really bothered me this week. So I started my period in Japan, which is annoying. What? I was not, I had an inkling it might happen, but I wasn't like sure. You know what I mean? So I was not prepared for that, which is the annoying part. The issue that I had is I hate tampons.
Oh yeah.
And I hate pads.
Yeah,
I am a cup girl, and there was not a cup to be found. And it pissed me off because I had to buy tampons because I literally can't do a pad. I
that's
truly would rather die. I would rather free bleed
Yeah,
than
FB
wear
all
a
the
pad.
way.
Yeah. So I ended up with tampons, but then I'm like, God, every like 6 hours I have to change because like of
Yeah.
Shock syndrome.
Yes, exactly. And I'm like, and then now I have like something I have to throw away and like the container and like the whole thing, just the whole thing. And I was just so upset the whole time that I was like, this is not, this is why I quit. Like, this is why the cup is everything to me, because she's reusable. There's no waste generally. And tampons just like, we're so over. We're so over. I don't know why they still exist. I know why they exist, but like for me, they piss me off.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. I mean, if I have my period on the weekend, I'm just laying down all day because I'm I would just prefer not to put a tampon. Yeah, and I'll lay horizontal and let gravity do its thing.
Yeah,
and I'll just run to the bathroom every 2 hours and just
see. And the thing, okay, I don't know if other people do this, but with the cup, I literally, one time I forgot I had it and I wore it for 48 hours.
What?
Oh.
I had no issues though. But that's the thing is like literally every 6, and 6 is generous because I think it says 4 to 6 on the box. When I was wearing them before a cup, I was going like 12 hours. But it's like 4 to 6 is on the box, I think. And even that is 6 or 8 or 12 is already like too little for me. Yeah. Like, I can wear a cup for 24 hours and it's fine. Yeah. I have no issues. There's not a problem to be had. Yeah. Like, anyway.
No, I feel you.
It just like really, I was like, I'm Googling it. I'm on Reddit and they're like, you're not going to find one there. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I need to find one in there.
I
like,
need it.
Amazon Prime it tomorrow. I'm like, I'm leaving tomorrow. I don't need whatever. It was a whole thing. But gosh, I wrote that down first because it literally was at because then now I have this whole box that I spent money on. So now I guess I'm bringing it home because I spent like $8 on this box. Now they're just going to sit in my house for no reason because I'm not going to use them. Whatever. The whole thing.
I'm with you. Every time, I just like stopped buying tampons until I absolutely have to. I just take them from work. Oh, like because I'll be at work and I'll just keep taking them from work. And my last period, I had like there was none at work, there was none at my house, and I'm like, okay, I'm SOL right now. Like, I would prefer just to not do anything at all. Like this, So I feel you on that. I might have to transition over to the cup for sure.
I literally love her. Like
the way the tampons are just not it like anymore.
And that's the thing anymore because before I had the cup, they were everything to me. Because like with the we're not doing it.
No,
we're not doing it.
No,
but like I can live my life and whatever, and it's fine. But now I know a whole nother world, and I can't do that.
You're a changed woman.
I am
changed woman.
And I highly recommend if anybody's listening and cares.
This episode was sponsored by Diva.
Literally. I will say, like, your first period, you're going to struggle. And that's okay. But then you get over it. And it's an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Because you're not every 5 minutes thinking, like, am I going to die from this?
Yeah, no, literally.
Am I literally going to die from this? So.
Yeah. I feel like a pinata pulling that thing out, you know?
Please. And then you're like trying to pee, but then you're holding the string. You don't want the string to get wet. It's like I can't. I can't do it.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Ugh.
It really is.
And then you can't flush them, so you're just holding this thing. Anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you, like, you got to put it in the trash.
Sometimes
like
I flush it. Sometimes
Girl.
like, if I'm at, like, a place. Like a,
Not
like
a place. That's even worse.
Like a building or something.
No, I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm like.
That's even worse.
I think so.
You're like,
not my sewer.
But, like, everybody else probably thinks the same thing. And that's where it's a problem.
Yeah.
They'll never know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Can't test them.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
I mean, like, at my house, it's like different. It's like, oh shit, I have to pay for this.
Imagine that $10,000 bill. Yeah.
Listen, no.
Oh my god.
You see the dollar signs, you're like, not
Any
happening.
place
Never
else,
mind.
Like, I'm flushing this bad boy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not coming back. No.
Oh man. Wow. Aaron, next on your list.
Next on my list, this one, I think the next two on my list go like hand in hand. They're sisters. The first one is men mansplaining things online. And I need to complain about that. But then also them thinking that girlies know nothing about like sports or can't have their own opinions. And I know we all feel it. I know we all feel it. But I'm just like, it's the year 2025. Why is that still a mindset that like people are having? Like, I posted a TikTok like a week or two ago, or maybe, and it was like, it was just a silly joke for a trend, and it was like, oh, like, crazy that more than one team has like a good player, or more than one league has a good player or team, and all these men were like, do you know that this person is our rival? Do you know that this is, and I was like, chill, literally chill. I'm a random girl on the internet and you're going crazy in my comments, being like, did you know that this person, like, how could you ever support them? I'm like, first of all, it's just like, I was showing jerseys. I was like, it's a jersey. And I'm not like lifeblood, everything like on this thing. Like, what are we talking about? But
I saw that TikTok because I saw the comments and I was like, this is not happening.
Exactly. But I knew when I posted it, I was like, texting my friend, I was like, can't wait for the men to mansplain to me. And they were like, oh yeah, like it's going to happen. And I was like, I know. But I was like, especially the year 2025.
Like, that's the one sport where it's like heavy with that. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's like crazy. A huge international sport or something. I don't know.
It's like literally worldwide. Like, the whole world knows about soccer and like watches it. Like, so, but it's just.
And then you get the name 3 players thing, and you're like, look.
And I was like, I'll name the entire Spurs squad. I'll name, like, I can do it. What are we talking about? Like, oh, they're just
like,
so
have you probably been to a game and there are women there? Like,
absolutely.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm like, it's like, when you look into the crowd, there are women, children, like, not just white men in their 40s, like, just looking at this. And I was like, what are we talking about? Like, why stop mansplaining things I already know, because you're just annoying to me. So
agreed. You're not in the wrong, man.
No.
Totally agreed.
It's really the audacity, because I remember you posted Captain 4 on literally, and then like, that's never gonna happen. It's like, can't you just take a joke? Like, can't we just have fun
like,
here?
that's the gap.
Or just like, can I dream? Like, that's what I'm. That's what I'm predicting. Like, can't you?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's annoying. That's so annoying. Especially with playoffs coming up.
Sometimes I do get it, because like, I'll see a comment and I'm like, why would you say that?
No, okay. That's like, but we're girly pops and it's fun. Like, it's like, fun, fresh.
On, like, an NHL comment section, and I'm like, but why would you say that?
Yeah,
like,
no. Yeah. I'm like, you're a man. You should know better.
Yeah. You know? No, I'm like, that person definitely
no.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Exactly. That's the difference between it, because we're not commenting, but I am thinking, I'm like, that person definitely doesn't play like defense well. Like, what are we talking about? Like, why are you saying that? But
well, and it's just like, very quickly I get like I'll get rage baited, although not as bad as like, I know Savannah gets rage baited like hard. I'm like, I have to click out of this comment section, because like every single one is pissing me off.
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess I see where they're coming from a little bit, but like it definitely is the audacity of it all because it's like
I'm just
the man's
I'm just like, just
Yeah.
don't comment. Like, you don't have to comment. Just
move on.
scroll away, not interested, like something. You don't have to comment on everything you see.
Yeah.
And that's really, I think, the issue here.
Yeah, 100%. Mine is kind of related in terms of like just scroll and just ignore it. So I would like to complain about the fact that I wish I was ignorant. I wish I did not have brain cells. I wish I didn't have empathy. I wish I just wasn't a half decent person, because the people that are stupid and don't have brain cells and don't have empathy and just believe anything seem to be so happy.
Yeah.
The misinformation that is going on right now, right, in the world,
Yeah.
and the people that wholeheartedly believe that information, like, I wish I could be that stupid sometimes, because it seems like such a burden to just have two brain cells
light
together. Like, I'm just like, imagine what life would be like if I was just literally ignorant. Like, when they say ignorance is bliss, like,
Exactly.
is bliss. Like, the people that will read something on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram now, thanks to Mark Zuckerberg being a Trumpy, like, they actually believe this stuff, guys. And like, it's to the point where like, it does not matter if you show a fact. It doesn't matter if you disprove it. Like, it truly does not matter. They like actually believe this. They are so confident in it, and they are just so happy about it. Like, it is.
Yeah, it's literally everything. Because I saw an example of this earlier this week, because somebody was talking about ignorance being bliss, and they were like, just remember when he lost the debate and all of a sudden Kamala's earrings were now speakers, and they just moved on with their, everybody was like, they were speakers. She was being fed the information, and there was no reason to, people were finding these earrings online and screenshotting and saying like they're regular Tiffany & Co earrings. And people no, they're not.
No,
like they're not.
Straight up.
And it's like,
but they're not.
It's literally, they are. Like, they're on the fucking website.
It's right there.
And it's like, that's just such a simple, but it's like all those little things add up to be literally everything that goes on today is now a fact to them.
It's just crazy, because even when it's in their face of like the opposite, it's like, it still doesn't make sense. Like, this is stemming from the Carmelo Anthony like thing. You know, he had a GoFundMe or whatever started, raised like $500,000, right? And the Trumpies and people started saying they withdrew this money, they bought a house and they bought an Escalade. It's been 3 days. There is, in no world can you buy a house in 3 days. Like, it's, mind you, they've lived in that house. Like, it literally shows that like the address has been that for years, like all, but it doesn't matter. It's like, nope, they rented this house with all the money they raised, and they bought an Escalade. And it's like, what world are you living in? Like, I wish I could just be that dumb sometimes. I hate that I have so much empathy and like brain cells, and just, I don't know. It just must be nice to be smooth brained. That's all I got to say. Like, you really, to just not believe truth or reality.
That's the one.
Must be nice.
As soon as there's a fact, that's not a fact anymore.
You're
like,
just
just the autism thing. Literally years and years of science, and just because one man says otherwise, now all of a sudden, a man
that has a brain worm on top of that. So like,
it's dead. But yeah.
That worm is controlling him like Ratatouille.
Yeah. So it's just like, literally, like,
I could go on and on, but like, it's just, to us actual normal people, we see that and we're like, yeah, that's a lie. Yeah, that's false. Yeah, that's not true. But like, God, it must be nice to just believe anything you want. Like,
that's why everybody's so mad about Facebook and Instagram, because like the fact checkers are gone, but like, because they don't want people fact check, because like they want to be real. So it's
exactly.
Crazy.
And then you throw AI into it.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
The AI. It's like, this
the
person
AI
has
of it all.
fingers.
Yeah.
And you're like,
there's no English letters in this picture. And it makes me want to cry. Like, it's just crazy. That's just been my biggest gripe lately with like everything. Is like, that's not true. Like, it's not true. Like, I don't know what, like, it's infuriating. It's not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. The next thing I want to complain about is like in a similar vein of like it's very American, I feel like. I want to complain about how I have many layers to this. Like how the public transport in America just like fucking sucks. Like
Yeah, horrible.
so there are layers to this because there are just like so many like it all comes back to corporate greed, right? Like oil companies want to stay in business, so like they're not going to promote public transportation because they want people to buy their gas. Same with car companies; they want people to keep buying cars, and so it's like we have just been fed so much of this like not even propaganda, just like marketing, I guess.
Yeah.
And obviously like the interstate system and all of that. So it's like that is the only way to get places. So now I do have to have a car, but like so I mean, we're in Japan. We did not have any issue getting literally anywhere, city to city, within a city. And I know they're not the only ones, but it's just like, you know, recent in my mind. Because even in London, we had no issues. I mean, we did rent a car one day, but we didn't have to do that. And it's just like, rich people used to do stuff for us.
Yeah,
The Rockefellers
aristocracy.
literally built the subway system in New York. Where is my high-speed light rail train, Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Like, we could get... Okay, I saw like the Maryland governor. He wants like a bullet train from like Baltimore to DC.
That's what we need.
It would make it 15 minutes. It's like that is what we need for interstate travel. You could do California to New York in a bullet train and like I mean you could do it and it's feasible. But there's just like no support for infrastructure here. Even I mean the roads are paid for our tax dollars, which is like tax dollars are fine and like the roads are generally fine, but like we could be funding so many other things so much better. Because even I mean think about the DC Metro. It goes nowhere and everywhere, but it also takes 2 hours to get from Springfield to fucking
That's the one.
That's crazy.
That's
like,
the one.
It's taking me an hour to get to DC when it's a 15-minute drive.
Like literally.
It's like it's nice that it exists, but also I'm paying $5 to sit there for an hour. And again, I mean, I love a train. Like I'll sit on my phone. I'd rather do that than pay for parking and drive somewhere. But I just like, I hate that we live in this world that like it just, and it's not even on the table. Nobody's even talking about it. Like we could have a train system. We could have a metro system in big cities. Even here, I mean, the light rail here, we love her. She's amazing, but it stops at the end of Norfolk. And
that's because Virginia Beach didn't want the poor people coming to the city.
Yeah, exactly. So I hate it.
Yeah.
No, I literally hate it. When I learned
it's like
about
just imagine what you could do with your time if you go to New York for a day in 30 minutes.
And the infrastructure could be there. Like I think about in Virginia Beach, there used to be a train that went right by town center. I mean, it was like an actual train. So it's like transporting things, but it's like they're now turning that into a bike path to get to the beach. Okay, fuck the bike path. Let's make it a fucking light rail. Like, why does it have to be? But no, they don't want the poor people at the beach, whatever.
Yep.
They don't want the black people at the beach, whatever. It's like, it's so fucking stupid. And it's like that's one little example in one city. I mean, it's countrywide, it's an issue. I mean, I'm thinking about like the Olympics in LA where you're like, the subway system, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's like, everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they're building more. So like, we'll see what happens. I think it's supposed to be done by next year because that's when the World Cup is going to be like in LA at a point. So we'll see.
Huge for years, and like we can't even get it together for that.
Well, it's like the gag is like LA was built to be a driving city. Like that's why it's so crazy, and why like everyone needs to have a car. Like, hello, they were like, we're building roads and so you can buy our cars, and I was like, but
it's just like it's everything. It's the car. Gas, it's
America could never, unfortunately.
No, and it's annoying. So just like
Valid.
Seeing it flaunted in your face.
Oh yeah,
like, like on a day,
like
thinking about it, but it's like I was there, you know. And
when you're out of the country and you're just like waiting for like the train and you're like, oh,
and it's on time.
Clean,
Yeah.
it's on time,
Literally.
it's fast, it's
Like $2.
It's, and you're just like, we could never. Gosh.
Broken dream.
Literally.
That's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
One day, baby.
Maybe.
Mark Zuckerberg, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
You have the money.
He would never do any good with that. He's turned evil now.
I have something that goes hand in hand with that because this was one of my icks, but I'm going to turn it into a complaint because I don't think this is all icks, I think. So
yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's an ick, but I want to complain. I do think, so I'm thinking about like Mark Zuckerberg and like how rich people used to do stuff for us, right? I think there would have been a revolution already if we did not have our little trinkets. If we didn't have phones, if we didn't have Netflix.
Oh yeah.
We would have had a light rail train.
Yeah.
We would have already been
100%.
pitchforks and
ready to go.
It's like the fact that we just have these little baby intricacy like trinkets that are
it made us domicile.
Yes, exactly. And that's why they're shipping these iPhones in to avoid tariffs because they want to make sure they stay that way. And it's like, I hate that. I literally, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. You said domicile and it made me think of the fucking chemtrails.
Oh, like, that's why I said that. Yeah, I'm like, that's what they're doing.
Like, and it literally is because there definitely would have been some sort of something. And I hate that like we're so easily manipulated like that.
Yeah.
You know, it goes back to the ignorance is bliss thing again. Like we're living in our world and I have my Netflix and I'll just pay my $15 a month and it'll go to $20 next month. And I need it though.
And I'll keep going.
I need to watch these things. Yeah.
To stay sane.
Yeah.
Because you kind of made me, you've made
me insane. Yeah. Like, ugh.
That brings me to a plug for libraries. No, I'm kidding.
And now.
No, I'm not going to go there, but like, they have a streaming service for free.
Oh, you got a new charm.
Yeah, I'm a changed woman.
I love that. Cute. I just see it dangling. Erin, do you have any other ones?
I feel like I don't have any that relate to that, but since we have been complaining and I had icks, I'm just going to make my icks the complaints because I figured we were just doing loves only.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So one of my icks, or I'm going to complain about Coachella. That's not to get it, like, I love the live music. I love their live stream. Like, that is one of my loves, and I'll bring it back. But the Coachella outfits, girlies, what are we doing? The Coachella camping of it all.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you spending thousands of dollars to be sat on the ground? And, like, they're, like... I already hate a camping moment, but like that was just insane. And just to like be on my TikTok and watch all of these people being like, now I'm gonna go wait in a 2-hour line for the public shower, and so blah blah blah. And I'm just like, wait.
Not even just glamping. It's straight up like just
the car camping where they like back their cars into a space, have a tent, and then like a smaller tent in the tent, or not. They just have those zipper things. First of all, that's so unsafe. Like, what are we talking about? Anybody and their mother could just unzip your tent and walk in there, steal your stuff.
Yeah.
Steal you. Like, it's just so crazy. And then I saw one, this was one of the like bougie like glamping things that Coachella like offered $30,000. I was like, 30,000? Who has?
Did that include a ticket or no? Do you know?
Probably. It was probably like the VIP. Like,
I mean, that's not
thing, and it like looked like, honestly, like a hut.
Yeah,
but it was like air conditioned inside, had a bed, blah blah blah, and I was like, what are we talking about? Anyway, Coachella is just crazy, but I do love that all the biddies are out of LA for the last weekend and this weekend. So, but traffic was still crazy, so there was no wins there for me.
They're in a recession. What are people doing?
That's what I'm saying. Although I do have so many concerts lined up, so we move on.
You should treat yourself.
I need a bit of happiness here and there.
Exactly, so. You need some serotonin. For sure.
Coachella's days are numbered.
Yeah,
they really are.
It doesn't hit the same.
It's gone so downhill since, honestly, Rona. And I'm just
right. I was gonna say since Beyonce headlined.
Yeah, she was 2018 and then 19. Who was 19?
Couldn't tell you. Tupac, I think.
I think about like
hologram Tupac.
I think it was like Ariana Grande or something.
Mention the recession, and it's like influencers are already gonna be out of here.
Oh
ASAP, because nobody's gonna want to see luxury content. And then like Coachella right on the heels of that, like it ain't happening.
Yeah.
No.
Someone was like, I brought a full rug to my Coachella campsite. I was like, you're on the ground. Why do you like?
And also,
you just have your mat.
Yeah,
rugs are. That's why the rugs are so expensive. And he was like, here it is. And he had something like a tarp on the ground, and then like put out his rug. And I was like, what are we doing here? And then he was like, here are all my little trinkets to put on my table. And I was like, you just need your food and water on the table. Like, you don't need your trinkets out here
before you have to break it all down.
Yeah. And the waiting in the line, like seeing some people get there at 3 a.m. and then be like, I was in line for 7 hours. What?
That's what you get.
The shower one. Yeah. Some girl was like, let's go rate the shower. And she's like, it was worse than I expected. It's like, that is crazy.
That's disgusting.
It's already in a fucking trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a truck right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I just know that place is smelly. Because like, why? Yeah. If I were there, like you could not pay me to do that unless I was like like the influencers at an Airbnb or something. Yeah. But like, no, that trailer. I'm sorry. Like, I hate to say. So I'm sure thousands of people just stink.
I mean, what else? Yeah,
exactly.
I feel like the only people we saw, even though the line was 2 hours, I feel like the only people we saw shower were like the influencers documenting it.
Right.
And then like all the other biddies who are just like, oh, I'm just at Coachella to vibe to music camp. I'm like, some of them had like travel showers, and they just fill up a bag of water and then they have like a thingy. And I was like, this is not it. You're not getting enough water there. So it's a 3-minute. That's nothing. Anyway.
I mean, I don't really have any. The ick that I have, I don't really can't talk about like on the pod. Your guys already know like what that ick is. It's ridiculous. I don't really have an ick to talk about, like to complain, but I will say my like major ick is like I feel like I look different every single day, and it's gotten to the point where I don't know what I actually look like.
Okay. Okay.
So like I change my hair. That's one thing. I'm not talking about like changing my hair, but like sometimes I'm like, I feel like I looked different.
Wait, okay.
The other day.
Interesting.
So funny that you were saying this, because that we're like on the same wavelength today.
That's so weird.
On my list, I wrote down witch face, but the reason it applies is because like I would see my face randomly and be like, I look like a fucking witch, and then like a day later, I would be like, I look normal.
Yes.
Like, and then the next day I'd be back to looking like a fucking witch. And I'm like, but then I had to start telling myself, like, we are not meant to see ourselves this much.
Yeah.
So like,
that makes so much sense.
Having to like reprogram, because like some days, like in photos and stuff, I'm like, fine, normal. And then all of a sudden, like, why does my nose look like that today?
I'm like, who's that big camera? Because it's not me.
So, like, okay, that makes me feel a little better, because I was thinking, like, post-birth control, everything has been a fucking mess. Yeah. Like, I told you, I fucking stink randomly. Not all the time, but like, and so I was like, is my face changing? But like, it sounds like it's maybe like a more broad issue. Like,
I'm off Prozac. I haven't taken Prozac. Like,
so is your face changing now too? Okay, so is it both of us?
So I feel like I don't know. I truly don't know. Because like the pictures that I took today, I'm like, hello,
who was that?
See my face.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And then other times I'm like,
that's not what I look like.
I'm just like, I don't remember looking like that. Like, it's really weird. And I don't know if it's like because I don't have my lashes. I don't know. Like, like I'm trying to think, like maybe I'm just like missing something, but it's like I have not done anything different. Like,
no, we're just not meant to see our faces this much.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop looking.
It's
because it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't know who she is.
Yeah. No, literally.
I literally don't know that woman. So
I'm
glad we're on the same wave. I literally was talking to this guy. I'm like, do you think I'm ugly? Like, I was just like, I feel like I don't look how I normally look.
Yeah.
And it's so weird.
And then the next day, I'm back to what I thought I looked like. Nothing changed. I slept. That was it.
Maybe that's it. Maybe just need to sleep more. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, same vibe.
Well, it's just gotten me because now I'm like, I really need my masseter Botox now. Like, I really got to do the whatever, this, that. Like,
I was just like, I look like a witch. Like, don't look anymore. Like, I was not like, what could we do to fix it?
I'm like, I have to fix it.
There's like nothing to do to fix mine.
I'm down the rabbit hole of like how to fix all these things.
Yeah. I was with you on the chin one. I can't be.
I need it.
Me too.
So bad. I'm like, honest to God, thinking like,
I need the jaw one.
How could I?
Like, I'm not square anymore.
Yeah, that's masseter. Yeah. I think I could do it.
Yeah.
I like really just need to lock in.
You're still gonna look different every day.
That's my biggest fear. Is like I get it done, and I'm like,
hate it.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's
my gosh,
holding me back. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
end of the year maybe. We'll get it done. I don't know. What's crazy is I really see ads for it like on Instagram, and it's like, get your filler, your Botox, and all of this for $200. I'm like, now I know.
Yeah.
This is like cement, but like $200?
Well, and then you're going back.
Yes.
Because like, I had an amazing time.
Exactly.
And I look amazing. And now I have to go back.
Yeah, that's the bad thing. I can't upkeep that.
Yeah.
I cannot upkeep that.
And that's really where the downhill goes.
Yeah.
Because like, I've been having this issue with my hair where for the last 2 years, I'm like, I need to stop going because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
I can't get out.
No.
Cycle.
Yeah.
I get it done and you're like, it's amazing.
Exactly. And I just know that's how it's going to be. Once there's something in my face, it's over.
Oh, I already know. Especially if I become a stay-at-home mom, guys.
I'll be looking in the mirror too much.
I have,
We're going to have to put like sheets over your mirror.
Because I won't
literally
mortgage. I'm like, well, what can I do with this money? I'm just going to get all this like Botox and surgery and filler that I want to get. And then it's game over after that. But the thing that's stopping me though is I heard someone say, if you have kids after having a lot of surgery, your kids are going to come out looking how you normally look and not how you look with all of your filler. And I'm like, well, damn, if I have a girl and she's going to be like, well, my mom looks like chiseled jaw, perfect, and she then comes out not looking like that. She's going to be like, why don't I look like you? And like, oh, honey, I've had work done.
Yeah. Mommy's had work done.
Like their mom got a nose job and they're like, well, now I need one.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's like the only thing that's like really holding me back. But I'll talk to her about it.
Yeah. Mommy's had work done. Don't worry.
Mommy had body, like,
I still love myself. And you're gonna
we learn to love ourselves. You can love you.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
I still think you're beautiful even though you have my old nose.
Literally.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
I do want to complain a little bit about, so you mentioned earlier that I didn't post enough for you. And I have to complain about like I wanted to make more content, like especially like TikToks for the podcast, right? So like literally the day I left, Erin's like, please tell me you're making like a get ready with me to go to the airport. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. Like travel anxiety, I literally was puking. Like about
you said that after, and I was like, okay, take back my statement.
So I would love to make a TikTok. Like I literally can't. I literally can't do it.
Oh my gosh.
I actually can't do it. And I mean, things generally got better as they went on. But then at that point, like I'm invested in the trip. I'm not like setting up my phone to But like we flew in and out of Reagan. Reagan has been in the news every week this year. Every week this year. So I'm at the airport at 6 a.m. Just waiting for the flight to go. And I'm like, am I gonna be
oh my god.
I don't
oh my god.
No, it's like it's not funny, but like
no.
Literally, I looked back at the receipt because I had to like get the confirmation number to check in. We bought them in July. So like Reagan was not in the news like this. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, and so we're like at the airport and I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Like and also this was my first time at Reagan. That place is ghetto.
Yeah,
like,
it's rough.
There was no Wi-Fi. There was no reusable.
It's also traumatizing that you keep calling it it's also traumatizing that you keep calling it Reagan and not DCA. Like,
I know.
What?
Because I'm calling it Reagan, but like in my head, I'm calling it DCA. But like,
she's not a Republican. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, actually, everything that's happening right now is because of Ronald Reagan. So like,
yeah, no, I know.
But yeah, like it was just so that
DCA just also stays getting like construction done to it, and so it like looks, it's a mess.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like there was a bird flying around.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. You're like, why is this open? Like, what's happening?
IAD right now. Like, and then we're flying back into DCA. Like, God forbid. Like, okay. I will say, so we were on the plane and we're like in the landing, like we're landing, right? And Sky and I we're both in the aisle seats across from each other, and we're just like looking at each other, and
you're like, please.
We're like, it's not over yet, because like wings are hitting each other at DCA, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it was like even in the descent, you cannot be like, we're in the clear. Because, like, that's where the problem has been.
Yeah.
From the descent down onto the runway.
Yeah.
It's not in the air.
That's true.
That's
oh
true.
my god.
The beginning and the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're on a 4.5 hour flight, and like the last 20 minutes is like, are we
are we okay?
Now people are actually clapping and cheering like when the plane lands. Yeah.
We're like sitting at the gate. I'm like, they're like, actually someone stole our gates. We're gonna have to sit on the runway. I'm like, we're sitting on
what
the
do you mean?
Duck.
Exactly. And it's like, it's not the air traffic controller's fault. I know it's not, but it's just like there's too much happening there. And yeah, I was just like, this is too much.
Crazy.
It really set the tone for the rest, because I wish, like, I'm seeing all these TikToks that are like, come with me to Nara, and I'm like, I wish I was that girl. I really but it just like, I couldn't be.
Too much. Yeah.
The travel anxiety was like not. It was hitting wrong for me. So
I get it. We don't fault you for it, really.
I wanted it so bad. You know what I mean?
Right. No, it was just funny because like I said it like I think while you were sitting at like Seattle or something, and then you were like, "Okay, I'm gonna just let you know." Like I didn't. Okay, fair. I was like, and then I was like, I'm obviously the whole trip is too like a lot. So I was like, I'm obviously not thinking you're going to be doing it. It was just funny because it was like jokey at the beginning.
And I knew that, but I was just like, just to put it in perspective, like
I was like, yeah, she's vomiting right now. So
I literally would love to, but unfortunately that's just the cards for me.
Oh,
so it'd be like
so
that,
funny.
I guess.
It really do.
But maybe I'll find a CapCut template and put some photos. You know what I mean? Maybe there's something around here.
There's something.
Maybe we can still get clout from this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somehow.
God forbid. Maybe just here's my experience flying out of DCA.
You know, maybe that would do some numbers.
I survived DCA.
Honestly.
There and back again.
That's how you start the TikTok. I survived DCA.
There we go. Yeah. That's a hook.
Story time. Blah blah blah.
Because it's literally every week. Like
the
week before we left, they're like 2 planes collided. I'm like, God, when will it end? When will it?
Oh, it's so bad.
It really is. It really is. Because the other thing is like, then you're sitting on the tarmac for fucking hours because there's like reports, and it's like I can't do it.
At this point, just let me off right here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Like an Uber, we can just be like, okay, I'll just get off here.
I'll just get off. Thank you.
Forget the bags.
That would be crazy.
Oh really? Man.
Oh, so funny.
Gosh, guys. Wow. Well, glad you made it back.
Yeah.
Survived.
God bless.
Yeah. Man. Loves, girlies? Any loves?
Loves.
Any loves?
Yeah.
I got 2 loves.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah. My first love, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this video of Justin Bieber dancing with Sexy Red at Sexy Red.
Yeah. He's never looked happier. He's never looked happier.
Looked happier. And truly, Justin Jaquavius Bieber, he needs to just come on back.
That's what we were talking about like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
He's at the cookout if he's Jaquante, but
to come back to that era, because that's when he makes the best music. He's the happiest. Like hanging around, like I have my thing about like the Haley Selena thing, but like Haley's so bland for him. Like she doesn't bring that fire You know, seeing him with Sexy Red, I'm like,
I was like, you're onto something.
Justin, I know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that video was just great. I mean, Sexy Red of all people, like
so random, but I love it.
So random. But no, I like absolutely loved that. And then my other thing, I'm getting back into movies again.
Oh.
Like I like not even that I have the time because I don't have time to watch movies, but like over the past month, I think I've watched maybe like 2 movies and I'm like, that was a good film. Like I'm like really back into it. Mind you, one of them was Minecraft movie.
You know, I've heard good-ish things. Like the vibes were there.
Yeah, the vibes were, it was a good vibe.
Yeah.
It was a good vibe. Like I went to the movies for that, and then what was the other one? The Sonic movie.
Oh, the third one?
The third one.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that. So like me and Katie are going to see Sinners tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. And then I saw the trailer for Him, the new movie from Jordan Peele. Jordan Key? Key and Peele?
Jordan Peele.
Okay.
I was like, wait.
But yeah, I saw the new movie, the trailer for Him, which is about a football player that basically sells his soul to like for fame and glory and all of that. And I'm like, we are so fucking back.
Yeah.
Dude, we're back, baby.
So back, baby. Like,
girl, I'm with you.
I'm so excited. But it is funny. I told my mom that me and you are going to see Sinners tomorrow. She's like, well, why would you want to see that?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
luckily my nephew backed me up. He was like, Michael B. Jordan's in it. Like, like I know that
vampires, like
And my mom was like, why is that the energy that you want to watch? Like, why is that what you want to go see? Like, is that how you want to spend your time? And I'm like, Katie likes vampires. Like, I was like, that's why we're
it's Katie, I promise.
Katie just, I was like, Katie already got the tickets like a long time ago. And she just really likes vampires.
Yeah.
I just couldn't say no. Meanwhile, I literally looked at Katie when we were at the movies. I'm like, we have to go see this when it comes out.
Months ago. They played the trailer at Gladiator.
So it's been a long time coming.
So funny.
If anyone asked,
literally since it's been announced, like any vampire movie, it's already like in like Flesh of the Gods with Oscar Isaac and Kirsten Stewart. It's all been on my list since the day it was announced. I'm just waiting. So Sinners, this is like a Super Bowl moment. Like
it really is.
It's like a Dune moment. Like I've been waiting,
and people have had such good reviews too. I'm glad. I'm glad we're seeing it in the morning. Like I told Katie, if it's scary, I need the daytime.
I don't think you're gonna be as scared as you think you are, but TBD,
I think I am.
guess. TBD. I mean, you watched 30 Days a Night. That's like scary.
Yeah, but that was like when I was like a kid. Like you know,
but it's the same energy.
But that was
they're
like
giving the same vibe.
That was
to me.
back when like we were on the internet, like fucking E-Bombs World and stuff, and seeing like beheadings and things. So it was like a little different. Like
I mean,
30 Days a Night, I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now that I'm like an adult and I've seen the actual horrors of life.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
It hits a little different. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Things aren't fun and games anymore.
This is real life.
Yeah, this is real life.
That's real.
Yeah. So real.
This is the actual life. Yeah.
2 sexy Michael B. Jordans. Like that's so real. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, those are my loves.
I can go next. I am also seeing Sinners this weekend.
Ooh.
First of all, I'm going to be a movie girl this weekend. I'm seeing 2 movies. One on Saturday and one on Sunday. Sinners is on Sunday.
Yeah.
On Easter Sunday.
And I'll be sat with the full theater. And then what else? Oh, it's the 20th anniversary of Pride and Prejudice. And I will be seeing the re-release in theater. Mama will be sad. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm very excited. What else? The Coachella live stream. I do love just sitting in my house watching those performances.
Air conditioned.
I did. Yeah, exactly. Love. And with that, I made a Moscow Mule. I am living life. They're so good. I'm living it, loving it. But I do hate that I'm back in my like low-key drinking era because I was like not drinking at all. Besides, like, if I went out to dinner, I had, like, a bev there and then, like, wasn't buying alcohol at a home. But
it's what's needed now.
It's a recession. And, like, the recession bartender is here. And it's my son. So,
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's that. First of all, by the time this episode comes out, I will have seen the Cowboy Carter tour.
That's
and
wild.
My Beyonce outfit has been made.
Oh, I can't wait.
She's made, and you'll just have to wait to see the pics.
I can't wait.
Podcast listeners. And the last thing, yesterday, the Spurs won an important game.
Finally.
They have been on the decline for time, but they so in the Premier League, which is just the English league, they are not doing well at all. They're barely making it through.
Yeah.
We already know that we're not winning nothing there. But because of where they placed last season, they're in this competition called Europa League. And so they were surprisingly doing very well in Europa League, playing like all these teams throughout Europe and not just in England. And so yesterday they played a game where they were 1-1 on aggregate. So they play their opponent twice, and that's how they you tally up who has the most goals in like those two games, and that's who moves forward. So it was a semifinal, or no, it was the quarterfinals. So they needed to win yesterday's game to go to the semifinals, and it was a grueling game, but they won 1-0, and so they're on aggregate they won 2-1, and so we made it to the semis, people. Man. We'll see. Knock on wood. But I have hope. But
bless.
Yeah.
I love that with soccer, it's literally like 1 or 2 goals. And then with hockey, it's like, it could be 7, could be 8.
Well, it can be 7 or 8 on because Barcelona has been playing like a crazy person this whole season. And they're like, we just won 7-1. And you're crazy. In soccer?
That's crazy.
In footy? So it just depends. But if a team is evenly matched and is on the same wavelength, basically, a good game will be 1-1 or 1-0, or 2-1.
Could never.
Well, that's why they were saying Ovechkin's record is even more important, because he did play during the time in which it was a 1-0 game, but now it's just
10.
Yeah, it's literally crazy. Yeah. But yeah, he was playing in the times of 1-0, 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now could not be today.
No, not at all.
So funny. Yeah. But yeah, I think those are my loves.
Let's see. One of my loves is that when I left, everything was dark and sad and wintry, and I came home and everything is green. There's no pollen. It all went away. And it's all, our bushes are flowering. Everything's beautiful. Yeah. And it's I literally love that. I also loved Charlie XCX's Coachella set.
Yes, she was incredible.
I saw Lady Gaga's and I was living. I had the best time, but then I saw Charlie's and I was like, wait, it was better. I'm so sorry for I love Lady Gaga, and I love the Abracadabra Judas mashup, because those songs
I knew you
are cousins, and the way that she did that, I was like, I'm glad you think so too. But then I was just like, this is just a girl on a stage, and she's
I was shocked she didn't have her purse with her, but I was I'm loving it.
Yes,
I wish she did, but I loved everything about it. I was like, you're just a girl on stage singing your club music.
And I will say, you do have to give it up for the camera guy and her light people, because that also them making the cut between the different cameras and the lights, it added to the experience. But yeah, I love that she wasn't I'm just gonna do me, and we're just gonna
I'm not gonna have backup dancers. I'm just gonna do my thing. Yeah.
Okay, all right, girl. Because we already do that in our room, so I love that she's on the stage doing it.
Exactly, and it's that's what she did on tour. So why go
exactly?
Way? This
is what you know.
Yeah,
we love what you know. So.
And then my last love, we've talked about a little bit already. It's Epic Universe, the Universal theme park that is opening this year. Yeah. I also have been waiting for this because they announced the concept a couple years ago, and they said there was a Monsters Unleashed Dark Universe moment. And as soon as that happened, I was like, I'm there no matter what.
So good.
And now that it's come to life and people have been, I'm like, I need to be there even more, because they have the Invisible Man walking around, Frankenstein's walking around. You can get a monster makeover. I heard Monsters Unleashed ride in itself is like a animatronic dream. Like it's so good, and I just love everything I've seen coming out about it, because the How to Train Your Dragon World, Isle of Berk, it is like everything that Disney wishes that it was right now. Like for the last, I don't know how many years, 5, 10, I feel like Disney theme parks themselves have been on the decline, right? So like I think a lot about, they had that Star Wars hotel that opened, and they were like, it's gonna be so immersive. You're gonna have an experience, and it's like people went and it was just a hotel. Like it was just,
and it was a crack ton of money.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, you have Universal, just like, we're making this theme park, and it is immersive. It is like, I went to Super Nintendo World. I felt like I was there. Like,
seriously.
so like real generally, right? Like I know it, but like, and so just knowing that that's the level we're working with. Like I just know Epic Universe is everything that everybody's saying.
It's gonna eat.
It is.
Even like the Harry Potter one, when you walk through, I'm like, damn.
Oh my God, I need to be there. I need to be there.
Exactly. So I just love everything, and I cannot get enough of it. Like,
I love the
influencers
content.
keep posting. I am eating it up. Like I knew I was gonna be there, but the way that it's just like everything, and they have the wind on fire from Frankenstein, just like,
it's gonna be so good.
And it is. Like I just love that. I feel like they didn't overdo it. Like they did the immersion right, but they're not like touting. Like if Disney did this, they would be so fucking annoying about it, and it would be like I've been seeing prices on like merch and stuff, and like a headband's like $24. A headband at Disney's fucking $40 for no reason. So it's like, I feel like generally, and when we went to Nintendo, everything was and Universal, everything was reasonably priced. So I'm like, I feel like that is the play. Like, why are we going out of our way to pay all this fucking money for Disney to like let me down yet again? Because even like, if you have Disney Plus, you like have to use your own Disney Plus at the resorts. Like, y'all couldn't just
give people
crazy.
Give people a login.
That's
for like,
literally crazy.
One night they're staying, they couldn't have a login. You have to have your own Disney Plus. Like, it's just like little things like that that make an experience. And I just feel like Epic Universe is everything. From what I've seen, and they did not overpromise and underdeliver. They delivered exactly what we wanted, and
love.
That's I can't wait to be there. It won't be anytime soon because I cannot deal with the lines. But like, I cannot wait.
Me either.
I need to be in Dark Universe like yesterday.
I as soon as I saw that, I'm like, this is Katie, like all the way.
I didn't realize they were doing the different, like when they did the concept, they were doing them like one at a time. So I thought it was just that, and I was like, interesting, but like I'll be there. And then like now that I like understand the concept, like okay, like
it's gonna be so good.
That actually makes a lot more sense that you're doing like, different, the Harry Potter world and all that stuff. But I just can't wait. Big week. Big week for the girls.
We haven't yapped in ages, so we're like, just like
big week for the girls.
Well, thank you everyone for listening. So excited to be back, the three of us. Although the 2 eps are amazing without me, so TBD, maybe that's more common. But thank you everyone for listening. We'd love to know if you resonate with any of our complaints this week, or if not, like let us know what you want to complain about this week, and we'll be back next week with some more gossip and tea, and excited to see you there. Bye.